Hey, shalom, shalom. How you want to walk, which is good day, and knock na waha ay bar insha Allah wa lakim la atam. Call Shabawai Baharakha wa Kakshaw Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Sham Ba'amat, which is truly, hey, with the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shad. I appreciate you, so called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, and Israelite foreigners. Nacham Atam Kayah Malak with Hashemayim Korah, repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Call Halayim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shad Bahasham Chah HaKodash. Wamashana Kabadim Zukwayim Nawa Wamalakim. Shaw Yashla Zukwayim Racha Gadawa Wa Chasa Wa Shalom Wa Barakim Laha Bacharim Shaw Ha Gawaya Shah Shalom. So all praise to the Most High Yahweh, which means He exists. Bahasham in the name Yahweh Shai delivers. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Israel, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, mercy, peace, and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom, which means peace. So this is an article in RT. It reads, I'm going to start from the picture. It says, an altar with images of T woman, Paula Benrostro, stands in a newly opened Mausoleum for a T woman in Mexico City, Mexico, September 14th, 2023, which is already starting off, because it says an altar, all right, that goes into some type of idol, all right. It says Mausoleum opens in Mexico. It says the memorial site will house the remains of 149 T women, some of whom met violent deaths, and that's righteous because these people were living a lifestyle of nastiness. So let's get a precept. This is Waya Korah, also Leviticus chapter 18. And we'll get verse, I think it's verse 10. Salat. Bear with me. This is Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 22. It says, thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination. You see, so this lifestyle that these individuals was living was abomination. All right, and this is why they received the judgment that they received from the Lord. All right, the word abomination, it says tawa aiba, or kan tawa aiba, which is a disgusting thing in ritual sense. It says in ethical sense of wickedness. You see, so it's a wicked way to live. All right, and continuing on, it says feminine active properly, something disgusting morally. All right, it's gross to being that type of mindset, that lifestyle. It says especially idolatry or concretely an idol. All right, because this essentially goes back to an idol. Because this article started with an idol. It says an altar, so it's not an altar to the Lord. It's an altar to going back to some idol. All right, and then going into this word Mausoleum. I'm gonna read that first chapter. The first paragraph says activists in Mexico have built and inaugurated a mausoleum, which I think inauguration goes back to some type of idol as well. It says a mausoleum, or how do you say that word, specifically for T women. The Associated Press reported on Friday the burial site is the first of its kind in the country, and proponents say it will provide a dignified resting place for victims of violence and those unclaimed by their families. You see, so let's get that word for mausoleum. So it says magnificent tomb. It says name of massive marble tomb adorned with sculpture built 353 BC. It says counted what Salat. It says for Mausoleos, so it comes from the Greek Mausoleos, Persian satrap who made himself king of Caria. It was built by his wife and sister Artemisia, counted among the 7 wonders of the world. All right, so that's where they get that name from, Mausoleum. All right, which it goes into a magnificent tomb. All right, but it says one of the 7 wonders of the world. I did a Google search. It says the 7 wonders of the world were first defined as the meta, or the mata for Hellenic sightseers, Greek for things to be seen or a must see. All right, this says the 7 wonders of the ancient world were the most impressive structures known to the ancient Mediterranean world. There were 7 of them because it was considered to be a sacred number by the ancient Greeks, which it was. 7 is a sacred number. It says important people built magnificent temples and memorials as visible proof of their power and influence. You see, so that's pretty much tying the two, because it goes back to they got the word from a Greek word. Now the seven wonders of the world, they pretty much had those set up as different idols. You see, so this little thing they got going on right here in Mexico is pretty much going back to an idol. All right, and it's keeping that spirit of rebelliousness and this type of lifestyle, you know. But continuing on, it says located in is to how do you say that word, borough of Mexico City. Now when you go into boroughs, I believe that goes into like a town or like something small, so it has to be like a lot of jakes around there. It says, because we know how Esau does, you know, he sets up so like, go get it. This is which they still got a heavy it's a heavy population of Jake. It's a car down in Mexico, you see, but who pretty much runs these different nations, you know. Esau is the spearhead of the world, you know. He controls the world at this present moment, you see. So this is Psalm chapter 62 and verse 4. It says they only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. You see, so this is just another scheme of Esau even to keep the 12 tribes going off, you see. But the Lord has preserved a remnant, you know, that's not going to fall for these traps. All right. Now continuing on, it says the Mausoleum is built of white masonry with colored stained glass inserts inside the building. A small altar is decorated in the blue and pink of the T Pride flag. Features a memorial to Paula Bonostro, a T prostitute who was shot dead in 2016. God dang, a T prostitute. Come on, man. So I'm gonna get another one, because pretty much they are putting up this lifestyle of that. They're pretty much putting this on a pedestal, and you know, saying it's okay to do this, you know, when truly it's not. This is Deuteronomy Devarim, chapter 6, we get verse 4. It says, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our power is one Lord." All right, Shemaya Sha'ala Yahweh Allah Hayana Yahweh Achad Bahala Shwan Kodash in the holy tongue. You see, the Lord our power is one. You see, we're not to serve these other idols, and this pretty much goes back to some type of idol. It says, quote, "Thank you, Paula, because in your name we were able to reach an important milestone for the T community," activist Kenya Cuevas said during the inauguration ceremony on Thursday. In which, when they do stuff like that, they like when they was doing the thing with George Floyd, you know, like say his name, stuff like that. This is another version of that. It says, quote, "Thank you, Paula." You see, pretty much pushing that vibration out. It says Cuevas said that some of those interred at the Mausoleum were murdered, while others died of natural causes but had no family members to claim their bodies. Mexico has the world's second highest murder rate among T people. You see, with 25 T women killed in the first 6 months of this year, according to a lot by activists. You see, so it's a lot of nastiness going on down there, and this is them receiving their recompense of their error, like the scriptures go into. This is Romans chapter 1. We'll get verse 26. It reads, For this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections, that lifestyle. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. All right, women, but also you got men doing that as well. Well, verse 27 goes into that. Let's get it. It says, "Likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the women, burn in their lust one toward another, men with men working that which is unseemly." And we just got it in Leviticus 18 and 22. You know, men and men can't do that. Women and women can't do that. All right. And pretty much what we're seeing is like that spirit of rebelliousness rising. All right. And nastiness. It says, men with men working that which is unseemly and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat. So their recompense goes back to a righteous reward. You see, so it's right, it's righteous, and the reward can go into something negative or it can go into something positive. They're receiving that righteous reward for them nasty atrocities that they was committing. You see, now let's keep going. It says, however, with more than 15,000 murders committed across the country in that same period, people are actually slightly less likely to be murdered in Mexico than anyone else, as they account for 0.25 or 1/4 of the population, 0.17 of all murder victims, according to the data from Mexico's National Statistics Institute and Statista. More than 58% of the 586 Alatbayaf people killed in Mexico between 2017 and July 2023 were women, according to the Associated Press figures. You see, so everybody that lives that kind of lifestyle is going to receive that same judgment. You see, it's not, the Lord said he don't change. You see, so being that those people that lived that type of lifestyle back then, they get the same thing now. You see, so let's get, this is 2 Peter chapter 2. We'll get verse 6. It says, in turning to the cities of Sodom while Amorah, all right, that's how you say Gomorrah, Amorah, into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that should live ungodly. All right, so pretty much that was an example of what happens if you do that. If you do this, or A plus B equals C. You see, it's the same equation. You see, but Esau, pushing out his madness into the world, he got people thinking that's going to be different. No, it's the same. A plus B is C. All right, it says, and turning cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, for that righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing vex his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. And that's what we see going on today. You see the elect is vexed constantly. All right, and this word Lot, which is Lawat, Bahalashwan Kodash in the Hebrew, or in the holy tongue, it goes into a covering because the elect is going to be covered in these times. All right, and also going to be in a lot of Lot. All right, because all these abominable acts, is vexing. All right, let's get another one, and we'll go ahead and close it out. This is Yahazak Allah. Also, Ezekiel chapter 9, we'll get verse 4. It says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Yerushalayim, Salah, which is Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations. We just got that Tawa Aiba, abomination that be done in the midst thereof. All right, because there's a lot of abominations going on right now. You got men with men, women with women, women with goddamn dogs, elephants, horses, stuff like that. Just abomination done in the world. It says, and to the others, he said in Mount Hearing, go ye after him through the city, and smite, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Going back to the judgments, what we see right here. It's like, I'm gonna go back to it, because they try to, Esau painted some type of way to where it make try to make people feel bad for him. It says the memorial site will house the remains of 149 women, some of whom met violent deaths. Hey, and it was righteous, man. They got fucking judged, all right? Now going back. It says, go ye after him through the city, and smite, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Hey, it was the Lord that put him to death, man, because they was living those atrocity type lifestyles. It says, slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin in my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. Hey, and elect is in that steed today, in the steed of Lot, you see, because all of this nastiness and wickedness going on in America, Babylon the Great, and the various different captivities, you see. It's a constant vexation, you see, but the difference is with 2/3 and these heathen, the elect is going to be delivered because they're going to repent from the particular lifestyles and the different ways of captivity, you see. So I don't want to zaza by Nayapa, Lord, there was a beautiful edification through the spirit. Wow, I don't want to za Atam Yashi Wam to Wild, Lord, you have a good day. Hey, Shalom.